Hello, everyone, and welcome to Fluent English Podcast. I'm Anna, and I'm so happy to have you here with us today.
And I'm David. Thank you for joining us again. Whether you're at home, walking outside, or traveling to work, we're glad you're spending time with us to improve your English.
That's right. This podcast is all about helping you learn English naturally through simple and useful conversations. Each episode focuses on a real-life topic that you can easily connect with.
Exactly. We'll talk about everyday situations, teach you new vocabulary, and help you practice listening and speaking at the same time.
And don't worry if you're a beginner. We'll speak slowly and clearly so you can follow along and repeat the sentences if you want to.
In today's episode, we're going to talk about one of the most common topics, our daily routine.
Yes, we'll go through everything we do from morning to night, waking up, going to work, relaxing in the evening, and going to bed.
By the end of this episode, you'll be able to describe your own day in English confidently.
That sounds great. So let's get started with our first part, the morning routine.
All right, let's begin with the morning. Anna, what's the first thing you usually do when you wake up?
Well, I usually wake up around 7 o'clock. When my alarm rings, I open my eyes slowly and take a deep breath before getting out of bed. I try not to look at my phone right away, but sometimes I do.
I think we all do that sometimes. I usually wake up a little earlier, around 6:30. After I wake up, I get out of bed, stretch my body, and open the curtains to let the sunlight in. It helps me feel more awake.
That's a great idea. After I get up, I go straight to the bathroom. I wash my face and brush my teeth. Those are the first two things I do every single morning.
Same here. Then I take a quick shower and get ready for breakfast. Having a shower in the morning really wakes me up and makes me feel fresh.
I agree. After my shower, I go to the kitchen and make breakfast. I usually have coffee and toast, and sometimes I eat a banana or an apple.
That sounds healthy. I usually drink tea and have some cereal. Eating a light breakfast gives me good energy for the day.
Absolutely. Once breakfast is done, I start getting ready for work. But before that, I always make my bed. It helps me feel organized and ready for the day.
That's a good habit. A clean bed gives a clean start to the morning.
So now that we've finished our morning routine, let's talk about what happens next, going to work.
All right, the morning routine is done. Now it's time to leave the house and go to work. Anna, how do you usually travel to work?
Well, I usually take the bus. It's about a 30-minute ride from my home to the office. Sometimes it's crowded, but I don't mind. I usually listen to music or an English podcast while I travel.
That's a good idea. Listening to something in English while you travel is a great way to practice your listening skills. I usually drive to work. It takes me about 20 minutes when the traffic is light, but sometimes it takes much longer.
Yes, traffic can be a big problem in the morning. When the bus is late or the roads are busy, I try to stay patient and calm. Getting angry doesn't really help.
That's true. I like to use my travel time for something productive. Sometimes I listen to an audiobook or plan my day in my mind. It makes the time go faster.
That's a smart idea. And while I'm on the bus, I like to look out the window and notice small things. The people walking, the shops opening, or even the weather. It helps me feel connected to the day.
That's a great attitude. Whether you drive, take the bus, or walk, the journey to work can be a peaceful start to your day if you make good use of that time.
Exactly. So now that we've arrived at work, let's talk about what happens once we get there. All right, we've reached work. David, what's the first thing you usually do when you get to the office?
The first thing I do is say good morning to my colleagues. It's a small gesture, but it creates a friendly atmosphere. After that, I turn on my computer and check my emails.
That's exactly what I do too. Checking emails is usually my first task. I read new messages, reply to important ones, and delete the ones I don't need.
Then I make a short list of the things I have to do for the day. I like to plan my work in the morning so that I can focus better.
That's a great habit. I also write a to-do list on a piece of paper. It feels good to cross things off when I finish them.
Yes, it's satisfying. After that, I usually start working on my projects. Sometimes I have to write reports or prepare presentations.
I often have meetings in the morning. During meetings, we discuss ideas, share updates, and make plans for the next week.
Meetings can be long, but they're important for teamwork. After a meeting, I like to take a short break, maybe stretch my legs or get some water.
That's important. Sitting too long in one place isn't good for the body. Taking small breaks helps you stay focused and healthy.
Absolutely. After a productive morning, it's time for everyone's favorite part of the day, lunch.
Yes, let's move to our next section and talk about lunchtime. After a busy morning at work, lunchtime is finally here. David, what time do you usually have lunch?
I usually have lunch around 1 o'clock. By that time, I'm really hungry. I like to eat something light, like rice with vegetables or a sandwich. It keeps me full, but doesn't make me sleepy.
That sounds nice. I usually eat around 12:30. Sometimes I bring food from home, but other times I eat in a small restaurant near my office. The food there is simple but delicious.
Do you eat alone or with your colleagues?
Most of the time I eat with my colleagues. We talk about work, family, or sometimes just funny stories. It's a nice way to relax before going back to work.
That's true. Having lunch with coworkers is a great way to build good relationships. Sometimes I also go out with my teammates, especially on Fridays.
That sounds fun. I enjoy trying new food places once in a while. It makes the work week more exciting.
For our listeners, here are some useful phrases you can use during lunch. I'm starving. That means you're very hungry. Let's order something. This food tastes great. Would you like some coffee?
Those are great. Practice them when you eat with your friends or coworkers. Talking about food is one of the easiest and most enjoyable ways to speak English.
Absolutely. Now that lunch is done, it's time to go back to work and finish the day strong.
Yes, let's move on to the next part, the evening routine.
After a long day at work, it always feels good to go home. Anna, what's the first thing you do when you get home?
The first thing I do is change my clothes. I like to wear something comfortable, like a t-shirt and soft pants. After that, I usually sit on the sofa for a few minutes to relax.
That sounds perfect. I do something similar. I take off my shoes, put my bag down, and just sit quietly for a while. It helps me clear my mind after a busy day.
Yes, we all need a little time to rest before doing anything else. After I relax for a bit, I usually start preparing dinner.
Do you like cooking?
Yes, I enjoy it. Cooking helps me unwind. Sometimes I cook pasta or rice with vegetables. It's simple but tasty.
That's great. I also like to cook. I often make soup or grilled chicken. After dinner, I wash the dishes and clean the kitchen.
I do the same. I don't like washing dishes, but I feel better when everything is clean.
Exactly. Once the kitchen is clean, I usually watch TV or read a book for a while.
I sometimes watch an English series or listen to calm music. It's a good way to end the day peacefully.
Yes, evening time is for slowing down and relaxing. After that, it's time to get ready for bed.
Right. Let's talk about our night routine next. The day is almost over, and now it's time for the night routine. David, what do you usually do before going to bed?
After I finish dinner and relax for a while, I like to take a shower. It helps me feel clean and calm before sleeping. Sometimes I even listen to soft music while I shower.
That sounds relaxing. I also take a shower at night. After that, I apply some lotion, put on my pajamas, and make a cup of herbal tea. It helps me sleep better.
That's a nice routine. After my shower, I usually spend some quiet time reading. I prefer short articles or a few pages of a book. It helps me slow down and forget about work.
I like reading too, but I also enjoy writing in my journal. I write about my day, what went well, what I learned, and what I'm thankful for. It's a good habit to end the day with positive thoughts.
That's a wonderful idea. I should try that too. Before bed, I also check if my alarm is set for the next morning and make sure the lights are off.
Yes, I do the same. Finally, I lie down, close my eyes, and take a few deep breaths. It helps me fall asleep easily.
A calm mind makes for a good night's sleep. So now let's review everything we learned today before we end the episode. All right, everyone, you've done an amazing job listening to us today. Now let's take a few minutes to review the important verbs and phrases we learned in this episode.
That's right. We'll go slowly so that you can repeat after us. Remember, repeating words out loud helps you remember them better. Ready?
Okay, here we go. Wake up. Get out of bed. Brush my teeth. Wash my face. Take a shower. Make breakfast. Get dressed. Leave the house.
Go to work. Sit at my desk. Check emails. Attend meetings. Have lunch. Talk with friends. Go home. Cook dinner. Wash the dishes.
Relax on the sofa. Read a book. Listen to music. Write in my journal. Go to bed. Sleep well.
Those are some of the most common verbs we use every single day. Try to make your own sentences using them. For example, I wake up at 7. I have lunch at 1. I go to bed at 10.
Exactly. Practice speaking them out loud until they become natural. The more you use them, the faster you'll improve.
You can also write these verbs in a notebook and make short stories about your own day. Writing and speaking both help your memory grow stronger.
Very good. Now let's move on to your small speaking challenge before we finish today's lesson.
Now it's time for your speaking challenge. This part is all about practicing what you've learned. Remember, learning English isn't just about listening. It's also about using the words yourself.
Exactly. So here's what we want you to do. Think about your own daily routine, from the moment you wake up to the time you go to bed. Try to describe your day in English.
You can start with something simple, like this. I wake up at 7. I brush my teeth and make breakfast. I go to work at 9. I come home in the evening and relax.
That's perfect. Don't worry about making mistakes. What matters most is that you try. The more you speak, the more confident you'll become.
Yes, and we'd love to hear from you. Write 3 or 4 sentences about your daily routine in the comments below this video. Use the new verbs you learned today.
We'll read your comments, and who knows, we might mention some of them in our next episode.
That's right. Sharing your sentences not only helps you learn, but also inspires others to practice too.
So take a few minutes after this lesson, think about your day, and write your sentences. You'll be surprised at how much you already know.
That's your challenge for today. Now, let's close the episode with a short message for all our listeners. And that brings us to the end of today's episode. We hope you enjoyed learning and practicing English with us.
Yes, thank you for spending your time with us on Fluent English Podcast. Today, you learned how to talk about your daily routine, from waking up in the morning to going to bed at night.
You also practiced some of the most common English verbs and phrases that people use every single day. Remember, these simple words are the foundation of fluency.
That's right. Fluency doesn't happen overnight. It grows little by little with consistency and confidence. So keep practicing every day. Even 5 or 10 minutes can make a big difference.
And don't forget to review this lesson again tomorrow. Listening twice helps your brain remember the vocabulary more easily.
If you found this episode helpful, please subscribe to our channel, like this video, and share it with your friends who are also learning English.
Your support really helps us continue making new lessons for you.
We'd also love to hear from you. Tell us in the comments what topic you'd like us to talk about next.
Thank you again for joining us today. Stay motivated, stay confident, and keep learning.
This is Anna and David from Fluent English Podcast, wishing you a wonderful day and happy learning.
See you in the next episode. Goodbye, everyone.